Tonight on the Mac to the Future livecast go, we are so late. Twitter compromised with a Bitcoin scam, so send your Bitcoins here to us at Mac the Future Go instead for safekeeping. We're kidding, of course. Don't do that. Don't do that unless you really want to. Your news read to you by a robot, so not really anything new there. And lawyers make lots of money while users get scraps. So not really new there either. All of that tonight and more on the Mac to the Future livecast. Go! And welcome everyone to the Mac to the Future livecast. I am one of your hosts, Guy Searle from MyMac Podcast, Guy's Daily Drive, and of course Mac to the Future, and all kinds of other stuff like that. We also have with us tonight, we have Warren Sklar. Hello, Mr. Sklar.
I am Warren, also from Pennsylvania. Nice to meet you.
Warren, are we like putting our locations in tonight? Is that a thing?
No. You went with this whole intro of yourself and all this.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was something we were doing.
It can be. It totally can be. And we also have from a remote location who's coughing like crazy. We have Mr. David Ginsburg. Hello,
yeah,
sir.
I am Guatemala. No, I'm in the undisclosed location on a lake. So you may be hearing some clatter downstairs. We got the family eating dinner, so
you're that lake guy.
We'll keep it to a quiet as we can here. So
he's that lake guy.
He's a man on the lake.
Yeah, he's on a beach on a lake. Yeah.
We have comments from people right here. Look at this. Who's eating dinner? They like the idea of dinner eating. And who said that? Who was the person that just came in as Facebook user?
That was Frank.
Wait, now I see
Frank. Why Frank? Why is your stuff coming in as Facebook user?
Facebook user.
Probably didn't approve it.
User.
Well, I don't approve of that either.
Facebook. They all say Facebook user.
I know. How weird is that?
Oh,
I'm sure there's a really, really good reason why that's
But we will figure it out later.
Yeah. But how come
in post?
Why won't let me chat? I want to chat in this chat thing.
You can. The very bottom.
It's nothing there. It's just a
white
space.
Oh, what? Oh, hey.
Yeah, but how do you do that?
How do I add stuff? Add comments?
It's not letting me add I don't have a chat area. I'm telling you. I can share my screen and tell you, but there's nothing below.
Oh, wait. I see what you mean. I don't know.
Everybody's saying Facebook user.
Yeah.
Okay, if you guys go to StreamYard.com/Facebook, it'll ask you to access your Facebook name and picture. And if you accept, future comments will show your name and picture. I don't really know why this is acting differently than it did before, unless Facebook has done something new and wonderful that
security.
We weren't aware of.
I could do a private chat.
Yeah, it's all to make you more secure on Facebook.
As well they should.
Should I go to a link now, or maybe wait till the show's over?
No, you could do whatever you want, Warren.
Okay.
All right, quick takes. iOS, iPadOS, and macOS updates happened along with, of course, watchOS and tvOS. Mostly bug fixes, except, and we'll talk about one of the other big ones, but it's mostly bug fixes, except for digital car keys. For the reason why I'm laughing, I'm hearing all this stuff going on at Dave's. Digital car keys.
I'll mute as I go here.
Do not be sorry. Do not do not be sorry for me. Actually, be sorry that you have taken the time to be on this show. Yes, but not for any background noise that's going on while we're doing the show, because that's just fine.
See, I would have went outside, but that's just me.
Yeah, but you tried that too, and all we saw were images of you going.
Yeah. Well,
no, yeah.
I have good internet in this house here, so
I think that was a beta issue. Anyways,
okay.
Well, as far as iOS goes, I'll start here. 13.6. I just installed it on both my devices because we're installing beta. I don't brave it on my primary devices, and it's obviously I don't have a car that I can actually test.
Nobody does
smart keys. No one does, so it's kind of pointless. But we'll talk about news, which I think is very cool. I definitely have some comments on that.
But it's basically if you own one particular model that's soon to be being sold, so it's not even sold yet that I know of, by BMW, you can use digital car keys built into iOS, and thank goodness that it's here now, because
it was important.
I'm buying a tablet.
You have a Beamer.
No, I don't have a Beamer. My wife has a Beamer. I'm buying a tablet that happens to be attached to a Tesla.
Tesla.
Okay.
That's my new car coming up. That doesn't have
the world's most expensive tablet. That's what that is.
It's just a tablet.
There you go.
The thing's gonna drive me around, and I'm gonna.
Well, you don't really drive. You just go out into the garage and you check like Apple News. And things like that.
I'm going to say, Tesla, take me to work, and I'm going to play Angry Birds.
Yeah, exactly. It's a $50,000 tablet to play Angry Birds. That's exactly what that is. I love it. So
that's just wrong.
It is. When you have more money than sense. Welcome to the Mac to the Future livecast.
See, I thought it was funny upstairs too.
Oh man!
All right.
Okay. Let's see. Spiders were in his SE 2020. I have no idea what that means.
No idea either. But whatever.
Okay. Yeah, but we're sorry to hear that you have spiders. Okay. Main stories. This is relatively breaking. Apple's Twitter account compromised. Person or persons involved are using it for a Bitcoin scam, promising double the amount of Bitcoins if entered within a specific time frame. Others also compromised were former President Barack Obama, Democratic nominee Joe Biden, also the accounts of Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Kanye West, Uber Technologies for some reason, and Michael Bloomberg. Probably goes without saying that anything you send to this account, you won't be getting anything back. Likely, this is a Twitter compromise as compared to all these accounts getting hacked at the same time. So,
it was verified. It was all the verified accounts, because I follow Joanna Stern, the Wall Street Journal technology columnist, and she got hacked. And she's got a verified account, and so
are they actually hacked, or is it a compromise from within the Twitter app? I mean, that sounds like
that's the thing. It's a compromise. Bitcoin they were offering her Bitcoin, and she was tweeting back about it. So
the difference with Facebook and Twitter is Facebook they don't have this whole verified thing, and on Facebook, I could create a Facebook account called Name Guy Cyril. I could steal your pictures. And I could start posting as you, and people are like,
all
and
the
that's
time.
what people do, and that's what happens all the time. People are like, I was hacked. No, somebody just created an account and put your pictures and your name on there. That's what happened. So,
though there is a thing going on right now. Apparently, there's some video that's going out that says, "I saw you in this video," or something along those lines. They send it to you in a PM. When you click on it, it opens up something and says, "Oh, well, in order to view this, you need to sign in with your Facebook account." Right. And if you sign in with your Facebook account, then it sends your account is now compromised because they can post as you. Again, not a hack. It's social media engineering is what that is.
Maybe, yeah.
So but this Twitter thing is definitely a hack.
This is is it something where they got the passwords? Is it something that they got inside the Twitter somehow got inside around the passwords? I mean, like how they, we don't know.
If it had been like one or two accounts, I would have said that possibly those accounts have been compromised. But the fact that all of these are all verified accounts within Twitter that all happen at the same time, that pretty much tells me that this is a problem on the Twitter side. Somebody managed to get past some kind of security in Twitter, not in all these accounts, but in Twitter, so that they can, because they must have known that the moment this went out, that, send us Bitcoin and we'll send you back double, especially when you're talking about accounts like, President Obama and Apple and so many of these others, that it was going to be about 5 minutes before somebody said, hey, Twitter, you might want to lock this down. But according
it could have been an inside job too. Somebody on the inside might have known.
Well, maybe,
but who knows?
But regardless, it's not. These accounts weren't compromised. Whoever it is that's in charge of security at Twitter needs to have their balls wrangled, because this is unacceptable. That all of these compromised accounts at the same time would be would have this BS put out, and
you're assuming it's all at the same time. It could have been, and I have no idea, but they could have got the passwords to all these people and then, waited for a specific day and time to do it, which is possible, or if it's coordinated at that point. Because if you think about it, if you would have done, even if they had all these passwords and if they did it like one at a time, it wouldn't have worked. So, let's say they had all the passwords saved. They somehow got all these people's passwords.
Yeah, you couldn't have put it all out at the same time.
You could. Sure you could. If you had everybody's how? If I got the passwords,
you had hundreds of verified accounts, and you had the passwords to all of them.
Yeah.
Could you go to each one of those accounts, log in? Well, I guess you just set up a script, I guess.
Easily enough. I mean, or just have like multiple
Kanye
or people helping you out. So, I mean, it should be interesting to see what happens, but it's not good.
Yeah, there's probably going to be some sort of investigation, because this is ridiculous. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't compromise Trump's.
Yeah, I was just hoping that was going to happen.
I was kind of hoping, but
yeah, me too.
Like, isn't Trump blocked from Twitter at the moment? No,
he gets censored though if he says something.
When he got censored, that was the whole other thing.
Yeah, then he's but he still posts there, so whatever. Anyhow,
yeah,
it's a mystery. Help me, Scooby! Help me!
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Next story. This is probably going to be a relatively short show tonight. Apple News Plus is now Audible with the latest iOS update. Apple News Today and Apple News Plus subscribers can listen to Audible stories while using the app and even over CarPlay. Is this finally a good enough reason to subscribe? I can't recall if I ever did the what is it, a 7-day trial period for Apple News Plus, because frankly, I've gone to it a couple times and it's just not that great a service. Certainly not worth $5 a month.
I subscribe to it because my wife she does a few things she reads on it, so I do have it.
Okay.
And what I was telling Dave beforehand is, so what happens is, and I can't find it now, but there's a few things that will say, we're now Audible and click here to listen to the story. And of course, on iOS 14, it doesn't work. So you got it. So how do you get to that screen? How'd you get that?
You have to update to 13.6.
Well, I'm on 14.
13.6.
Yeah, I know. How'd you get that screen?
See it down below. Oh, do you see it down below there? It's the red button there. That's if I keep clicking away here, it's a red button on the bottom there. It says audio.
I don't have it.
There it goes, right there.
What
That's the
happens
bottom
if you
row there.
hit the button? Does it actually make noise, and what does it sound like?
Yeah. No, I can. This is a story.
Go ahead and get it.
Narrated by Tom Glynn.
This was from Vanity Fair, an article about Cuomo. So, and then each day, that's the other thing that what they did was they.
Whatever.
No, the sound quality is amazing.
It doesn't sound bad.
No, sound quality is amazing. What they did though is now. Go ahead. Apple's gonna have its own curated podcast news each day, and then they got curators that are going to be curating all the news for the day, and then you'll have a daily podcast of the news each day from Apple. So they added that, as well as a lot of other magazines and other like Wired and Fast Company, and that was Vanity Fair, and others are going to have others that are going to be reading stories about any topic that there is. So it's kind of cool. I mean, I think if anything, it's becoming, podcasting has become just bigger and bigger.
You'll be able to kind of create your own like news like podcast based on the stories that you want to listen
absolutely.
to. With all of the hilarious misspellings and whoever it is, they're having too much fun. I want to know why you did not invite us to your like David.
Everybody are having too much fun down there. We hear you.
Very disappointed. We're very disappointed with you. It's not that we're bothered by all the noise. We're more bothered by the fact that you did not invite us. That's the point.
Well.
So the beta has something that the production system doesn't have, which kind of sucks.
Right. That's interesting. I mean, that's an interesting thing because I've never seen Apple do that before, where they would put. I mean, I knew we had already talked about this on the show that they were coming out with the audio part for news. So.
What?
In Touch with iOS. In Touch with iOS, of course.
Which you can find out more information on by going to intouchwithios.com.
Intouchwithios.com, which I have a brand new redesigned website too.
Exactly.
Did you see it? Okay, good. Glad you saw it.
Yeah. Not that I know anything about it. I'm just
no. And
by the way, Dave, thank you for the check. It was very nice of you to.
You're welcome. No problem. Yeah. So it's interesting. Podcasting piece of it.
Yeah. So if you kind of and the thing is, you can curate this before you get into your car. So you get into your car, you basically hit the button for the application, and obviously I haven't tried it yet because my phone is updating right now. I'll give this a try probably tomorrow. And then once you do that, it just goes through all the stories that are in your feed and reads them out to you. And I mean, this is assuming that they're not going to start throwing in all of the embedded ads and things along those lines that a lot of these, that they put onto a lot of these web pages, which I think Apple News kind of pulls out.
Yeah, so far I'm not seeing any ads. I mean, when you bring up here's a story on Tyler Perry on People Magazine. It's playing. It looks just like the podcast app. It just brings it up. So it's very interesting that they really have designed this like a podcast app. So
happy birthday to whoever is having birthday celebration.
I believe that's my wife that just did that.
Is it?
Yes, yes, it is.
Is that what it is? Happy birthday to Facebook.
Have everybody happy birthday to my wife, everybody.
Happy birthday to Mrs. G.
Happy birthday, Mrs. G. We hope you're enjoying this tonight.
Sounds like she is.
What's that?
Sounds like she is.
She is. They're having fun down there. That's why.
It's important that you have fun. You have all of
the fun.
What did I say?
Happy birthday, Mrs. G. Happy birthday, Mrs. G.
Take the laptop up with you. Let's see what's going on.
I don't know if you're hearing this, but he's singing happy birthday to you.
You'll hear it in about 10 seconds. So you two can hire me for I mean I am like available for hire. So just
he is available for hire.
you go to my Twitter account and you send me a Bitcoin or some variation thereof, and we'll work something out. And
Guy
you'll
does
get
like
double back. You'll get
he's like the washed-up actors. He's like the washed-up actors that says the recording they'll call you.
Use whatever it is you send me. That's how. Okay, last
Frank that says there's a wedding downstairs. So
yeah, but everybody it says Facebook user. I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah. And one loving comment. So there you go. Good thing I have a microphone because I can't type it in.
You're very welcome.
Yes.
Even though it says Facebook user here, I had to go over to the actual Facebook webpage and go, oh, okay, that was Kathy. Hey, happy birthday. I like these kinds of shows. These are the fun shows. These are the fun shows.
Making it fun here.
Free money time.
Free money for everybody. Okay, Apple throttle settlement. You too can land yourself some of that sweet money.
Sweet, $25.
$25 per device.
It could be more.
Have owned devices to meet the criteria. You must currently or have previously owned an iPhone 6, 6 Plus, 6S, 6S.
Yes.
iPhone SE first gen that ran iOS 10.2.1 or later before December 21st. And this isn't like, I love the way that they worded this. You know, if you were running that before December 21st of 2017. So in other words, if you didn't apply for it before 2017, you're not getting nothing. You're not getting nothing at all. No, that's not how it works.
So it let me do it. It let me do it 4 times. Seriously, like with different models. So you could go.
Did it let you?
Yes. So I went.
I can't find my serial numbers because it's my put in my Apple ID.
You use the Apple ID lookup.
Yeah,
because they have a listing of all of the various phones that you've owned over the years.
Listen to what I'm saying.
I put my Apple ID and nothing came up. But go ahead.
Listen, I put my Apple ID. Oh, I don't need to be big and everything, but
your spotlight. Yes.
So you go to a website and that's where you what?
Performance anxiety.
No. Well, it's not helping. You interrupted me. So
go ahead. Go ahead.
Put in your Apple ID. Is there any cake left? You put in your Apple ID. You pick the phone that you have. You put your address, and then I did search. And for 4 out of the 8 models listed, it said it didn't find anything, and the other 4 it did, and it let me do it 4 times. So I'm getting $100.
For some reason, I put my Apple ID, and I've had the same Apple ID for years. And it
didn't you have a different one?
I'll have to try it because of all of these phones, the only one I had was the 6 Plus. So
I had every single one of those.
I had every one but the SE, and then I put in the SE.
Apple sneezes and you buy a new phone.
Right.
What's up with that?
I'm getting $100 back because of that. So my day is coming.
I should be getting $200 because I owned every single one of those.
You can't own
the
6
every single one of them twice.
I mean, you can't. You own the 6 and the 6 Plus at the same time.
No, I had the 6 Plus, the 6S Plus. I had the 7 Plus.
Yeah. Well, then you didn't have all of them. You were like,
so $4. Okay, $100.
The other ones. Yeah.
So, but what is the overlying theme here?
We want cake.
Who's making all the money?
The person with all the cake.
The lawyers.
The lawyers are making all the money. You get what? Except for
I'm getting $100. I didn't do anything. It took me 10 minutes.
All right. Anything else, guys, before we end this for tonight? Because Dave has to go get cake. That's important.
Yeah, Greyhound. I didn't see it yet.
I haven't seen it either. I've heard that Tom Hanks is not happy.
There's a whole thing. He was happy, then he was unhappy, then he was happy, and then he was unhappy or something.
Well, okay, it's that thing he does.
What else did I say? News Plus, Greyhound, the EU ruling, big deal. They're going to appeal that, by the way. The EU settlement that came where Apple doesn't have to pay Ireland $13 billion to the or $1.3 billion to the EU. So there's that. And then the other thing I put in there was the LinkedIn is getting sued because
Another
they were,
outage.
because what?
Because of
No,
another
because of the
outage.
clipboard.
The clipboard. LinkedIn
right,
being
right,
sued because of the
But
clipboard.
that's like there was like a bunch of apps like that, wasn't there?
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, TikTok is getting banned apparently.
Yeah, but for different reasons. But everybody's like jumping on the like bandwagon that these companies are pure evil for copying the clipboard. Where
Well, they
I
are.
feel-
There's almost no excuse for it. What excuse could there possibly be?
they give excuses and they say it's a part of the program, is how they check for spam, blah blah blah. I mean, I'm not a developer. They could be right. So I don't know. The other part of me doesn't care. I mean, whatever. What's in my clipboard that I care that much about?
Okay. Well, it's good. It's good that you don't care, Warren.
Doing
That's why we came here. We came here. Oh, and Kathy's cake. So 2 reasons, not 1, but 2.
What kind of cake is it?
Is it good cake?
Yeah, I forgot what it was. But yeah, it is very good.
What? These are the inquiring minds want to know. What kind of cake?
It's a great film. Facebook user said the Tom Hanks movie was good. He was wearing a good pair of headphones and he watched on the iMac. Yeah, so I think what I want to do is put it on my Apple TV and see if I could stream it
Tom
out.
Hanks has a good set of cans. What?
Dave's wife has a good set of cans. Is that what you said?
I don't think anyone said that. She might still be listening, so you be nice.
Well, maybe she there's cans of
somebody
candles.
brought up virtual Mac stock. That is
What about it?
actually, Dave, why don't you explain what's going on with that?
And you think I know anything about it? Oh yeah, I do.
You're part of it.
I guess you saw that, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, there is a virtual Mac stock going on. And actually, it's going to be a week from Saturday. It's the same dates that regular Mac stock was going to be, July 25th and 26th. And we could post a link in the show notes, or we can get a link out there. But if you're on the newsletter subscription, you were able to get a link, and then you just have to sign up. It's going to be absolutely free. There's going to be pre-recorded presentations, and then we're going to actually have some Q&A, and I'll be helping out coordinating everything through. I believe we're going to be using Jitsi, but we'll possibly be using Zoom. But we're going to be using a platform after the fact. So, and everything is going to be streamed on YouTube, so you'll be able to watch it live and live on tape. Check it out. Go to MacStockConferenceandExpo.com and you can sign up there as well. He has it on the webpage, and we'll definitely have MacStock 2021 next year, hopefully live. Mike Potter was great enough to put this together, and we're going to have a lot of fun seeing some of the other speakers.
Guess what, guy? I'm going to this one this year.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, right.
Gonna make that sacrifice.
I'm gonna make the sacrifice. I'm gonna boot up.
He's gonna get into his Tesla tablet car and watch it in the garage.
I think I've motivated him because he's been on Chuck's show a bunch of times. Yeah. We had Kelly on. We had a great conversation on Tuesday yesterday. So he's starting to get into this stuff now. I'm liking it.
I'm bored.
Well, I'm telling you, Warren. Do you drive at all long distance?
No.
Well, that's sad because I would be looking for someone to help drive to Chicago.
No, it's virtual. I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, I'm not talking about this year. I'm talking about next year.
I might be in Chicago next year.
Yeah,
that's right.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm still screwed
here.
No matter what I do.
It would be me moving to Chicago at this point. So yeah, I might actually be there. This time.
Okay. We're gonna start to end this thing. So, Mr. Ginsburg, if people wanted to get a hold of you, how would they do it?
They will visit our new and improved redesigned website at intouchwithios.com.
It's flavored.
Check out the great picture of Warren on the About Us page here.
So many
and,
pictures I had to go through for that.
Yeah, I kept that one on there for you. But we recorded 3 shows in the last week and a half, so we're taking off this week. So you can enjoy the great content we've provided. Jeff Gamet was on the last show, and it was a great episode.
Yep.
So you got to listen. And Jeff's a great guy, so we had a lot of fun.
Shame
and, yeah,
that's an old joke.
And yeah,
joke. Jeff Gamet doesn't really steal. Don't sue me, Jeff.
yeah, no.
I know of. It's
And
not
then,
been
if you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm at DaveG65.
Warren, how about you?
I'm looking at the new webpage that Dave made. I'm wondering if there's a place you could contact me on this, but
There is. Contact us.
there's a contact us. Do I get that email? No. I don't want to. I'm kidding.
I'm gonna have to change that.
I don't need it. But he did put a blog in here about the Mac to the Future webpage, which is good. And so yeah, come join the Facebook group, Mac to the Future, if you haven't already. It's fun. It's actually really fun.
Yeah.
And we did In Touch with iOS, and we did this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. See. Yeah. See. Okay. If you'd like to get a hold of me, my email address is guy@mymac.com. No, I didn't say it yet. I'm on the Twitters as either
No sound effects I don't have.
I know. Well, oh, that's right, because your whole setup is at home. Vert Shark or Mac Parrot. You can also find me besides the Mac to the Future livecast here on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. usually. The MyMac.com podcast, we've been going on there for 11 years now, Gaz, Maz, and myself. Find that over at MyMac.com. You can find all of the various things that I do, both audio and video, over at VertShark.com, which has also been recently redesigned, and it is much less eye-bleeding than it used to be. So, bonus. If you go over to the YouTubes, you can subscribe to my content there. Just look up Vert Shark or Guy Searle or however you want to do it. And while you're there, make sure you like, share, subscribe. And if you miss it the first time, like, share, subscribe. That's how that works. If you would like to help support the things that I do, like here on StreamYard or various other methods that I have used to livecast over the years, you can buy me a coffee, ko-fi.com/MacParrot. You can do that Patreon thing, patreon.com/MacParrot. And of course, paypal.com/MacParrot. That is a parrot. There is an apparent parrot. That is going to about do it for this evening. Let's exit the solo layout. Anything else that you guys have before we boogie the heck out of here and Dave can go have delicious cake?
Can you save me
I'm
some?
gonna go have some cake.
Okay, that's where I would go right now and have cake. That's what I would do.
All right.
So that is going to do it for this evening, everyone. Thank you so very, very much for joining us right here. Hello on the Mac to the Future livecast. We really do appreciate it. And next week, Dave will be home, and it won't be as crazy as this, which is honestly too bad because this has been one of the most enjoyable shows that we've ever done. So we'll have to get all the people that you have at your lake house right now have to go to your house, Dave, at 8 p.m. next Wednesday night and make a cake, because that's like, it just has to be. That's how it works. Okay, so we're gonna boogie again. Thanks everyone who's joined us this evening. We really appreciate the fact that you have taken the time to download, watch, and or listen to the Mac to the Future livecast go, or Mac to the Future go livecast. However that works, it doesn't really matter. And we will see you all next week. Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.